Hello everyone, and welcome to my classic series. So we're doing it a bit different today. I'm doing it as a live stream rather than pre-recorded, so you can join in the fun if you so wish. So last time we cut the grass on field 40, so today we are going to head up to the what do you call it? We're going to head up to the shop and we're going to go and get a windrower and start rowing up the field. Fingers crossed we can get this all done today in this session. It's kind of the plan anyway, because I want to turn all this grass into silage so that we can eventually at least get a couple of cows. That's what I'd like to do. Because then obviously they'll produce a bit of milk and that'll earn us a bit extra money, because money is incredibly tight, especially with us playing on hard mode. So I think we'll get the windrower and then we'll get everything rolled up, and then once we've got the once we've got it all rolled up, we'll then buy the collection wagon, get it all collected up, put it in the silage pit, and we should be good to go then, hopefully. At least fingers crossed anyway. It should be a step in the right direction. And then after that, I think we're going to have to just look at doing some contracts, because obviously we're in late spring now and we can't really do much on our farm until the crops grow, you know, so we are pretty much just basically waiting on the crops growing. Obviously it would probably help if I sped time up, but I'm not going to do that just yet because I don't want the grass turning into hay, obviously because it will dry in the sun and it is quite warm and we don't want that happening. So we have got, it's not so much a classic windrower, but it is sort of like a small one, an oldish one. I think it's a coon windrower that we're going to collect. I'll have a look at it when we get to the shop. At least we'll be able to afford it. I think it's like 1,500, something like that. We're not going to have a lot of money by the time we finish what we're doing today. But what I'm sort of thinking is, if we can do a contract, get some money in, we could then put a front loader on the windrower, on the Ferguson, and then once we've put the front loader on the Ferguson, we may be able to sell a bit of the silage as well. That might also be an option. So keep some for the cows for when we get them, and then also put sell some to the BJ. That might also be an option. Bring in a bit of money, hopefully anyway. Right, so shop is just here on our right. We'll go and pick up the windrower, and we can get cracking on that field then and get all that grass rolled up before it turns into hay. We don't want that. Right, just before I go into the shop, just bear with me one split second. There we go. Right, sorry about that. Right, so oh, my game seems to have froze out. Just bear with me. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Don't know what happened then. It just sort of froze up on me a second then. Right, so we are after the windrower. Where is it? Windrowers. And we're going for the... Oh, it's a Pottinger, not a Coon, sorry. So we're going for this Pottinger. It is 2,000, but it is what it is kind of thing. We're just going to have to persevere with everything. Wow, my game's been a bit slow today. I don't know what's wrong with it. Well, anyway, we're going to buy it because we know what it looks like. Wow. This is lagging out. I don't know why. Never had this happen before. Just doesn't seem to want to load. Unless it's the windrower. Could be the windrower actually. That's unusual. Never had that happen to me before. Come on. Load. Huh. That is strange. I'll turn the engine off for a second. No point having it running. But game is perfectly fine. It's running. I just don't understand why that isn't working. Let's click something else, see if it happens. No, it's doing it on everything, isn't it? Right, just bear with me. It looks like I'm going to have to reload the game because clearly there's a problem. So just bear with me for 1 second and I will get it reloaded. Won't take me too long. Okay, we're back. So it seems to be the fact that I've had this map seems to have a problem with seasons. I don't know why. It's supposed to be seasons ready, but that's I've never had it freeze up on me like that before, where I can't buy anything. But I have had to restart the map twice in the last like week because it just completely froze out, infinite loading screens, and it had only loaded for turned seasons off. So I've turned seasons off again. I think I'm going to keep it off on this map. It just does not seem to like it. So anyway, let's continue. We need a windrower. So let's get a windrower bought. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain that. I don't know what's going on with it. Okay, so let's get that. So we've got the windrower now. Yeah, I just honestly don't know what's going on with it. With seasons, it just doesn't seem to like it. So we'll keep it off, and then hopefully it should run a lot smoother. Like I said, I've never used seasons before, so I don't know whether it's a common thing or whether it's just a random occurrence. But it just doesn't seem to like it on this map. I don't know. We'll try seasons again on a different map. We'll just run as we're going on this for now. In normal. Is what it is, I suppose. Nothing we can do about it. Right, so we'll get back. This windrower seems massive on this tractor. It seems absolutely huge. But saying that though, the bigger the better. Gets the job done. I'm not going to complain. But yeah, so sorry for that interruption just then. It was unexpected. Did not anticipate the game freezing up like that. But we'll continue now, and at least we can crack on with the job. So yeah, but aim's still the same. We're just going to keep going. We're going to make the silage, get a couple of cows. We're still going to keep to the same sort of thing. It's just obviously less the seasons mod, which is unfortunate because I was looking forward to progressing through with the seasons, but it is what it is, I suppose. There's nothing we can do about it. It's just one of them things. I know it is going to make the game a little easier, which is supposed to be a bit of a challenge, but it's still going to be a challenge. It just won't be as challenging because we haven't got to wait like a year or a few seasons to be able to harvest our crops and what have you. It's a shame. It really is, but obviously nothing we can do about it. So yeah, I think we'll get that rolled up. We'll get the collection wagon and get it collected and put into the silage pit. And then obviously now we haven't got seasons on. I don't know what next really. I think it's going to probably still be contracts. We'll probably just do 1 or 2 contracts, but like we said before, we are going to be using our equipment. So if we haven't got the equipment to do the job, we won't be doing it. Simple as that. I'm not using modern equipment. We're keeping away from it as best we can anyway, at least. Ooh, what's happened to the grass? It's all gone white. That is weird. Let's hope it still works and it hasn't corrupted it. That is strange. Hopefully it fixes itself when we start to windrow. That is really weird. Hopefully we can windrow it and it hasn't, like I said, corrupted the thing. We'll soon find out. I know we shouldn't be windrowing in the rain, but we will do. Right, so let's see what happens. Yeah, it's corrupted the grass. Oh dear. Oh dear. That is not good. That really is not good. Let me see if I can fix it. So let's go into the easy development mod and we'll reset the field. So what field is it actually? I've forgotten. Field 40. So let's see if we can reset the field so it's supposed to be grass. We may have to cut it again, which is going to be really annoying. Let's put it into the max growth state. And then... it wasn't fertilised. We'll make sure it's ploughed, because I can't remember if it said it was ploughed or not. Wheat state off, lime state off, spray state and biofarmland. Right, let's reset it. Let's... oh, that was field 10. Oh lord. 40. That's what we wanted, 40. Let's put it up to 40. Try that again. Ooh, it's got this weird white texture on it now. That is strange. What field is field 10? Oh, I've mucked field 10 up after we ploughed it. That was a soybean field. Right, I'll have to do that one too. Oh, 11. Right, that was supposed to be soybeans. Growth state 1. I think it was fertilised 50%. And then we will put it, leave the rest as it is. We'll see how it turns out. That was my mistake. Shouldn't have been mucking about with it. Right. I don't know what we're going to do about this strange white texture on here. That is a bit messed up. But it looks like we're probably going to have to cut it again, which is really, really annoying. And my mower is not very quick, because the power to power ratio seems to be a bit out of whack on it. So, not sure what we're going to do there. Let's see what happens. Let's drop the windrower here for a minute. Not looking forward to cutting this grass again, because it's definitely a pain. I never considered the fact that something would happen when I turn seasons off. Right, anyway, let's pick this back up. Not looking forward to recutting this grass, because it did take a while last time I did it. Definitely, it was a slow job. Not sure how we're going to get rid of the grass on the top, unless we plough it and then reset it again. Maybe. Let's see what happens when we try to cut it. It's definitely going to be a bit of a muck up on my part. So let's lower it and see what happens. No. So that's not going to get rid of the white stuff. Let's see what we can do if we plough it. See if we can get rid of it. If not, I think we may have mucked this save up. We might have to try again. Have to reverse it backwards maybe. Right, so I'll put this back in there. We'll grab the Ferguson and we'll see what happens if we plough it. If we plough it and it gets rid of the white texturing on the ground, then that's great. If not, then I'm not sure what we're going to do about it, because it basically renders that field near enough unusable. Let's put it on. There we go. Okay. Let's go see if we can get rid of it doing that. Typical for something like this to happen on my first live stream of the Classic Challenge. But it is what it is, I suppose. There's nothing I can do about it. Right, so let's see if ploughing will get rid of it, because I really don't like it. Right, let's drop the plough. Oh, thank goodness for that. Right, yeah, so ploughing will get rid of this white texturing. So what we'll do is we'll plough the field up and then we'll replant it with grass. We'll leave the silage for now. We'll just get it reseeded with some grass. Unfortunate, but is what it is. So let's get it all ploughed up. and then reset this field. I'll just reset it to grass once we've got rid of all the white. Oh, we're going to lose this save then. I really didn't want to lose it. I'd rather do this than have to revert backwards and do all that work again. Miss some. Let's just back up a bit. There we go. I'm gonna get it all. Like I said, we won't reseed. We'll just I'll just reset the field, and then the field will be good. Will be done. Because it is a glitch on the game's behalf, not on something we've done. I really don't want to be penalised for something that we didn't do, because theoretically it's not something we've done. Shouldn't take too long to get this all ploughed up and get it off. It should only take a short while at least. I hope you guys have been enjoying the Classic series. I know I've only done a couple of episodes and they haven't really done all that much because I've been making some changes to the channel, and we've been doing some other bits and bobs on the channel, like Medieval Dynasty and what have you. But like I said, Farming Sim isn't going anywhere. It's still staying. It's just not going to be as frequent as it was, because I used to do it every day, and I sort of lost touch with what I wanted to do on my channel. You know, when I first set out, it was supposed to be a simulation channel, you know, which Medieval Dynasty, even though you may not class it as a simulator, it's a life simulator, you know. So as far as I'm concerned, anything like that, you know, I'm going to play. Survival games, anything like that, I will play. It won't just be sort of like vehicle simulators and all that kind of thing. It is going to be any type of game that is sort of got the classification of a simulator, not just the you know, train sim, farm sim, Euro Truck, and so on. I want to keep it as diverse as possible. I want to keep the channel really diverse. I do like this Ferguson tractor. It's such a good tractor, and I won't mind. I think it's only like 20 horsepower or something like that. It's not much. It's a really small horsepower tractor, but it's such a good one. It's really, really good. Really enjoy using it. Downside obviously is the size and the size of the equipment it can use. It does take a short while to get things done, but it's something we can't cope with. Hello. Yes, I will be streaming Medieval Dynasty tonight. Basically, obviously, because I'm enjoying playing Medieval Dynasty. Medieval Dynasty is going to be every night at the moment on an evening, and then obviously the other games that I do for my YouTube channel, so Farming Sim and what have you, I'm just going to do on a couple of days during the day in the week, just to keep up with them, and then eventually I'll start to rotate in the evenings on what I'm doing. Obviously I'll still do bits during the day if I can, you know, but it's not always possible every day. But yeah, Medieval Dynasty will be back at 8 o'clock tonight, UK time. Not too bad. Getting there slowly. It's slowly with the size of this equipment, but we will get it done. But so far I am quite enjoying this map. It's actually a really nice map. The only downside to it is I think they've put too many grass fields on the map, because like 90% of the map is grass. There's not much arable in the area, which I know where it's supposed to be set, there isn't a lot of arable farming done. But obviously, as far as the game's concerned, it's you do need a bit more arable space. I think there's only 3 or 4 fields that are arable, so it does definitely need a bit more arable putting into the map. I know you can plough it up and do it yourself, which obviously isn't a problem, but there is too much grass. Way too much grass. I'll have this done soon. Not exactly what I anticipated doing today. I wasn't expecting to be doing this. But obviously, you can't predict all things that are going to happen. Things happen unexpectedly sometimes, and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, so till 8 PM. Okie dokie, mate. I will see you tonight on the Medieval Dynasty live stream. Have a good day. Right, so we will continue. And we'll get this done. And hopefully it should be good. I really should hope it will. I'm just trying to think of the next sort of steps forward now that we're not on seasons, because obviously things have changed now, because it's not going to grow the same and everything's going to be sort of a bit out of whack from what we originally started off with. Bit of a nuisance, really. What I might do, I might plough up half of this, and then I'll do the rest of it off camera, just because it's tedious and it's going to take a while to do, and a lot of it is just a muck up on the maps, on the map kind of thing. So we'll do a couple more rows, we'll get it started at least, and then I'll finish the rest of it off camera. I'll get it tidied up, and then you guys don't have to sit here and endure me just going back and forward with a plough, fixing a mistake that just because we turned seasons off. Let's get a bit more done, and hopefully it'll be good. Fingers crossed, at least. It is a bit of a nuisance. Nothing I could physically do about it, unfortunately. It is what it is, I suppose. Right. So before I go down another row, we'll have a look what contracts are available. So if we just stop there a second, let's have a quick look at what we've got available. Is that it? Just fertilising? Is that all we've got? Okay. That's not very good. So what I'll do then is I will fast forward time a bit while we're doing this, and then hopefully some new contracts will pop up. It is going to take a little while for contracts to appear. Obviously, because we had seasons on, it has changed the game settings, so it might take a little while for it to sort of kick back in to what it should be. Obviously, technically, we've just changed the entire game's mechanic just by switching from seasons to normal mode again. So it's going to take a little while for it to settle in and redo. That's if it hasn't sort of mucked it up and what have you. But if it has, there's nothing we can do about that. It is what it is, I suppose. Just keep going, just working our farm. It's not going to stop us doing what we want to do, and it's not going to stop me from basically doing the challenge of keeping to the classic stuff and trying to make the farm work. Like I said, it's just like this little muck up here. There's nothing we can do about that. It is what it is. What I'll do is I'll fast forward time by 30, and then hopefully it will make a difference. And we'll have another look at the contracts once we'll do this section, and then we'll have a look at the contracts again and see if it's made any difference, and see if they've updated, see if anything new has come out. and so on. But yeah, anyway, while we're just sort of doing this and what have you, for any of my subscribers, I do apologise for any of the spam from this morning. Basically, I was thinking about it, and obviously I've been doing the live streams, and I've been working on getting more content to you guys, so that more for you to enjoy. And I was sat there sort of thinking, and I thought, is it feasible? So like, if anybody hasn't made it to the live stream, or isn't a live stream kind of person, but they like to rewatch later, is it feasible for people to rewatch a 2 to 3 hour live stream? Because I know even myself, a lot of people don't have time to sit there and watch a 2 to 3 hour live stream. It's just not always possible. So basically what I was doing this morning was taking my live streams, and I've broke them all down into half-hour chunks. So for the majority of live streams that are like 3 hours, there'll be 7 parts to a part. So for example, part 2, if it was part 1 or part 2, if it was 3 hours, would be part 1, and then #1, #2, #3, and so on, broken into little half-an-hour chunks, so that you guys can enjoy it. If you haven't got time to watch it, because I know the amount of times I've looked at a video myself and it's been like 3 hours, and I'm like, sack that, I'm not watching that. It's just too long. So that's what I was doing. I was sort of like breaking it all into little chunks and publishing each part in chunks of half an hour. So if I did spam you and you did get a lot of notifications, I do apologise. Wasn't my intention, and I didn't really think about it till afterwards. I only have a couple more parts to do. I think there's just 2 more parts for me to work on and get out, and then that should be the spam over. So I do apologise if any of you have been spammed. Not my intention to annoy anybody, and not my intention to spam you. But obviously I can't help the notifications going out. There is no option for me to not notify you.